Okay, so welcome to our next game of Pathfinder, which means I still haven't written it in here to say where we're up to. So we have session number, where are we? 132, or it is season 6, episode 24. At the table today we have Peter.
Greetings! I'm playing Lord Willie One Kenobi. It's been a while since we've played and my memory isn't real good, so I'm hoping the recap tonight will bring it all flooding back.
Online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening all. Yes, I'm playing Zarthot Kalingamal, the gnomish archaeologist with a keen fascination as an expert in the Thassilonian culture, which unfortunately has possibly led him down a slightly circuitous path at the present time that means that he's about 3/4 dead.
All those fun things. Up next we have is Ross.
But hey, there's still important Thassilonian runes to realise, so he hasn't really done anything damaged.
Yes, I played Destin, the forgetful, who has an annoying habit of dying a lot. Until Willie completes his destiny, he is bound to follow Willie, by all sorts of things.
I have a destiny?
You do. Whether you find out what the destiny is or not is going to remain to be seen.
Yeah.
Your destiny is to have Aziz following you for the rest of your non-existence.
It is your destiny.
It would be funny if you could never die.
No, that would
I think you had destiny thrust upon your great self.
Yeah.
From Juza.
Yeah. Which brings us to M.
Hello. I play Jasper, the cat folk of the group. Slightly underappreciated and really trying to work on that.
And lastly, the only original member, Josh.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Josh. I play Harry Potter, the buffest wizard known to man. As example of the fact that I am still the only OG character in this campaign so far.
Which can be quite funny considering how many characters can disappear in one go.
Isn't that right, Em?
What was it
like? It was like, what, 6 sessions between characters? Something like that. Yeah, great.
Well, hey, most of the other characters died 24 sessions ago.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a short time, and looking back, that was in November of 2024.
Hmm.
That's 24 sessions ago. That must be just on a year or so.
Which is why this arc of the story has gone into its 3rd calendar year. And still going.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many people has a memory of what happened last session back in November?
Back in November.
Well, my memory was the idea of the priest of Sandpoint had requested, I think directed mainly at Willie, but technically the whole party, to go down and move into an open grave where some ghouls had apparently come out of, and there was talk about retrieving some relic bones down there.
Justina.
So I went down, we came across some goblins who were probably undead goblins, including a couple of them, or at least one of them, that had a magic wand and was a bit more powerful than the others. They went through, came across it, found some catacombs through these open gravesite that the goblins were getting buried from. and some people found this collection of relic bones wrapped up in a bag or in some cloth and things like that. But others also found some fascinating Thassilonian runes that led him off down a pathway where it opened up into another complex, which was apparently previous accommodation for one of the Runelords, can't think of the top of the hill, they were known as Wrath. And because Sandpoint was able to read the runes and recognise them, he was able to actually say the safe passage through the blessings to whichever Runelord, which meant that he wasn't affected by the traps in the corridors, or at least not as badly. And so then, yeah, so we're currently exploring, or at least some members of the party are currently exploring these traditional catacombs of the remnants of the Thassilonian lords.
So the
Anything important forgotten? Obviously, other people doing other things, but that wasn't important.
So the statue was
Didn't we
of
come across people as well?
Sorry, I missed that.
So didn't we come across people as well?
I don't think so. I don't.
I'm not certain we've come across any inhabitants at this stage.
Okay.
Not that you've left alive.
I know we killed like goblins and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, since coming into the goblins and things like that in the catacombs underneath from the gravesite, well, undead goblins, but once we got into the Thassilonian complex, I don't think we've come across any inhabitants yet. There's been some traps. But yeah, I can't remember any inhabitants, and I might be wrong.
Okay, so you have had a couple of interesting encounters after dealing with the goblin ghouls, or the ghoul goblins, however you'd like to put it. I'm sure some of you aren't infected with something, as you also dealt with a couple of demons. But I'm sure the demons were just all bad.
Hopefully.
You had raided an armory. And managed to walk off with some interesting loot. And I believe you ended the session at an encounter.
Yes, okay. Having said the fact that we didn't have any encounters, but recognising that Garthrock's on about
We did too.
14 hit points out of the 61, I'm guessing you must have come across something that was been fighting us.
Getting caught in a couple of the traps didn't help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the level of people, I have Jasper with 23 points of damage.
That is correct.
I have Zarthrop with 43 points of damage.
43? I'm at 47.
Okay, I'll up it to 47 because... Hey,
Okay, so I'm happy to take 43.
well, I'm always happy to oblige. I've got Asbeen down as 53 points of damage.
Okay.
I have Willie down at 46 points of damage.
Yep, absolutely.
And I have Parry down with the massive 0 points of damage.
Buffest wizard known to man.
With he apparently has plot armor with my dice.
Yeah.
My dice have not been able to harm him more than a couple of times.
He also stayed with the bones on the original
But
mission.
I was in the combat. I just didn't get hit.
I'm not getting a memory of the combat rules one, so...
Wasn't it like, yeah, didn't we fight like ghouls or something?
You fought ghouls, ghoul goblins, then you fought a demon, then you fought the statue of Lanzas, which then peppered everyone with magical attacks because some of you went to attack it without giving offerings.
Yes.
That's right.
And so a bunch of you all got owned by the room.
That's right, yes, because we came across the temple room that had the 3 layers of, like the 3 levels where you had to put an offering in each of the buckets type stuff.
Yep. And so you pushed on because that was the best thing to do. And at which point you entered a room with scorch marks under one of the far doors and a 7-foot statue of a bat-winged, vaguely humanoid bull with gold-coloured horns in the southwest corner that starts to move as you come in. And that means I can...
That wouldn't be Baphomet, would it?
And because I've managed to create one that will actually record the audio in the background, yay!
He looks friendly.
Let's see, do I actually have a combat sort of thing? I might just switch over to a different music thing in the background and give you some interesting music. Okay. So a nice little background music to go with that, as it doesn't seem to be listening to it at all for some reason. Yeah, I've got something wrong with my audio in some areas, but hey, I'm sure I'll be able to fix that at some point. Let's see. Well, it seems to be working now, so maybe it hasn't been picking up everyone's talking on it. Which would be sad if everyone didn't get their audio recorded, but hey. So would people like to give me their, sorry, wrong thing. Give me their initiative.
Initiative.
So I'll have to click off the mark with 14, which is plus 10.
He's rolling his usual high numbers, I see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zarthrop on 14. Willie?
25.
25. Asbin?
31.
Parry?
2.
Starting off strong. 34 upgraded.
Good.
Jasper?
I hate going first.
Yeah. Jasper?
27.
Okay. And horrific creature.
72.
Okay, so looks like Parry gets a action. What would Parry like to do with his action? Because you get one action, and you're giving you one free action in the surprise round.
Identify the creature, I guess. I'm
Okay.
going to use Arcana.
Okay.
Why not?
Give me an Arcana check.
Thinking it's a
An
monster.
Arcana check.
Okay, so
29.
give me a sec while I figure out the DC of it. It is... So DC 21 to identify it, meaning you have successfully done so.
Wait.
You identify it as a divine warden of a god.
Oh.
It's basically a mindless construct that will kill blasphemers
Well, lucky we're not
who
blasphemers.
have infiltrated the temple that they protect.
No.
But hey, it's generally not as powerful as you are.
Generally.
Generally.
Could be worse.
Oh, it could.
So, now it's start of the first round and parry.
I let everyone know that it is a divine warden. And he will probably not like us being here. Being very generally, is there to attack blasphemous that are here to basically raid the temple.
And I will also say, it's basically a 4th level creature.
Okay.
Which means for a party of 4 fighting it at 4th level, they will have a good chance of beating it.
Okay.
Which means it should be an easy combat for a party of 6 level characters.
Yeah, whatever.
So, 3 above and 3 below are the limits they go for.
Under the weather.
So if you're facing a CR, CR10, it would be considered a TPK.
Potentially, yeah.
No, not potentially. It's considered a TPK encounter.
Well, you could expect a TPK.
If the dice are with you.
Yeah. If the dice are with you, you can pull a miracle, but
Yep.
requires a
Generally,
miracle
yeah.
and a fully healed party with all their resources.
Yeah.
With this one, this is considered a hard encounter over normal one because you're already suffering from lack of spells and damage.
Yep. Yep.
So, multiple low-level encounters is the equivalent of a at-level encounter.
So, Parry, at no point did you think that providing us some information on weaknesses and or resistances might not be a good idea?
You got it weak.
You said was a construct.
Yep.
So normally bludgeoning damage.
Don't try and fool it with mine.
Yeah, constructs. Try and hit with bludgeoning if you can. Wouldn't know quite a lot on what else would be weak to.
So basically, Jasper is actually useless because most of his things work on people or things or monsters.
So when you destroy it, everyone involved takes damage. Is one thing you
Oh,
know.
yay! Yay! Love that for us.
Right. So in that case, it means I should be starting to heal people then.
No problem.
Or don't stand too close when it dies.
Rumors are that it doesn't care the distance if you're involved in its damage.
Yeah, it's basically a divine thing.
It's a divine retribution.
Magic's fun that way.
And Zaphrov's only basically alive due to his will of finding bloody artifacts.
And they have a weakness based on the presentation of the correct holy symbol.
I've got a couple of holy symbols, but none of them will be correct.
And as for weaknesses, that's its only weakness.
So what was its only weakness?
Presenting the correct holy symbol.
No.
Much like the mummy in the Brendan Fraser movie.
Mm.
I'm sure having 20 different holy symbols will help you.
Yeah. It's fun enough I don't carry evil holy symbols with me. I don't know why.
They haven't been burnt into you yet?
No, not yet. I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
Are you sure the scar across the face is not an evil holy symbol?
No, I'm not sure at all. Absolutely not sure at all.
Just headbutt them. Do it. Please, for the love of any god, headbutt them.
So, what's Parry going to do as his actions?
Harry's unsure what to do with his actions.
Yeah, a little
Harry's
bit like
happy to heal with some battle medicine. Thinking about, this thing's probably going to be big and mighty and maybe painful for everyone, so I'm happy to do a battle medicine on Willie.
I think I just thought of though. Are we actually all together at the present time?
Yes, everyone was following at this stage because it was right after you did the play with the statue encounter.
Okay.
And you just came across loot, so everyone said loot and went in and got the loot.
Right, okay.
I've actually got the loot written down.
Okay, so you get to you spent an action telling everyone stuff. What do you want to do with your remaining 2 actions?
It was going to be battle medicine Willie.
Okay, so you step over to Willie, and what DC are you aiming for?
DC.
DC 1000.
Yeah. DC 20.
Okay, make a
Not
check.
more than expert, you're going to go for 20.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just making sure because I'm reading through all the things on the path builder.
Yeah, path builder means that you don't have to have books handy. It's all highlight or click.
22.
22 means you succeeded, but not critically succeeded.
No.
2d8 plus 10.
2d8. 21 points of damage to Willie. Killed.
But
Points
first,
of
I will
healing,
check
not
back.
points of damage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Positive damage, you get cuddled.
Yes, Basil.
Well, we are very close, aren't we, Parry?
Yes, we are.
I want to be that close to Parry.
And I can
We're a
go.
couple of greasy and oily.
And that's the first any character has done battle medicine in this complex.
Oh.
So no one has done battle medicine yet in this complex.
Okay.
Got a throw up our sleeve.
I'm happy for you to adjust this one, but I have on my Google Drive that I use it on myself at one point.
In which case, then I'll add it on to you. Did anyone else have noted down that they used it?
Well, I also did battle medicine on Harry as well. So that's the reason why he's fully healed up.
Anyone else who've done it too?
Yeah.
Anyone else who've done it too?
Okay. I'm just trying to. No, that was the other encounter when we were in the evil
Temple?
the vampire and the like crap. And you're playing the Polycom thing. No, I think that was it.
How about anyone else? Did anyone else use battle medicine?
I've got any notation on mine.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so good thing we got those noted down because I missed it for this complex so far. But hey, we did have things on last time. So that means we're now up to Asbin. What would Asbin like to do?
Okay, since the majority of us have actually taken a lot of damage, I am going to do a 3-action heal. Because I believe we're all within 30 feet.
I believe you are, yes.
Yes. Oh, it's a decent roll. Healing 24 points of damage to everyone that has taken damage. And that's my eyes heal gone. So I'm now out of all my high level spells. To the fact that I can remember using the holy light on a couple of runes.
So that means we should have Sarthrop with 25, Willie with 22, Asbin with 29, and everyone else healed.
1. I should have 1 damage.
You should have 1 damage?
Yeah, because Parry healed me, and as has been as healed.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to put your. I actually forgot to put your healing from Parry on there.
So I've still got a point of damage. Actually, don't forget, I've still got those 3 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keeping track of that. But
Yep.
Yeah. It just takes my total down by 3.
Because they can't be healed.
Exactly.
Okay, so that is Asbin's done. Now we're up to Jasper. What is Jasper doing? How does the science look to him?
I am considering using one of the spells I picked up in when we were in the Pathfinder Lodge, which is, if I don't do what I just did apparently, filter my prepared spells. Woo. Oh, but it's not a living creature, it's a construct. Okay, never mind, I can't do that.
Yes, I cast and no valid target.
No, I can't cast that.
Yeah. Constructs suck.
Not really, they normally don't have any breath.
Yeah, but they still suck. Morally speaking, intellectually speaking.
Yeah, even mindless constructs can speak.
I feel this is a bit stiff, that's all.
It's like most of my spells do like harm to like life force or like mental damage, like bane and stuff like that. So I don't daze. So I don't think any of those work on constructs, unfortunately.
They're not conscious to do it.
You spend a turn confused at what you can use to actually affect them.
I mean, I could cast. Is Willie still next to me? He hasn't gone yet, has he?
No, I haven't had my go yet.
Yeah, no. I will cast guidance on Willie, and I will move myself more to the back of the party in case I wasn't already there.
So how does Jasper inspire Willie with his guidance? Scratch, 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 scratch.
I think I bat Willie usually because he's been nice to me, and I use soft paws and bat, and you feel inspired.
You use your murder mittens.
But soft murder mittens.
Okay, so the next one to go is Willie. Will you be the aggressor?
I think the answer is going to have to be yes. Alright. So I'm going to take an action to move over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's within 35 feet.
It is.
35 feet? Yeah, 35 feet. And then I'll give it a Hadouken.
Okay. Double tap.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just to be sure.
Just to be sure. I'll use the guidance on the blue dice. Just for... Because you have to state beforehand, don't you?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
normally the first first action you do next. Or some of them allow you to pick which action you use it on. But you do it before you roll.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright. So. Well, that's fucking awesome. That's
Natural one?
That's gonna fuck me up. Yep. So, that'll be a 17.
He's 17. Is that the natural one?
Yep.
Ouch.
And depending on how that works out, the next one is going to be significantly better.
Well, it is a critical fumble.
Yes. That's
How would you like a critical fumble to go? It's not a card critical, but it's a critical fumble. Yes, you have to choose before rolling.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
No, I was just making sure. Because some of them allow it after.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that it was.
After would be really good. I've moved over, so I'm going to say there was something on the ground that I have stepped on or in, or I've hit a crack, or maybe there's some gravel on the floor or something like that.
Unappeal.
The tile beneath you splits, dropping you down to your knee into a hole.
So whether or not that removes my ability to, because I've done the double attack, so whether that removes the
double attack still kicks off.
All right.
Just that you've now got you're sort of a leg shorter.
And I guess I'll use my third action to step out of the hole, or
one action to move up and double attack.
The double attack, yeah, sorry.
So what was the second attack?
It is a 36.
A 36 will become a critical hit.
Not a card critical.
Is
it
it
has to be a
20?
20? No, it's
Yeah.
not 10.
The naturals really do make a difference, and they are horrifyingly powerful. Done on purpose. Because you want the criticals to be special.
3. 12. 12 is double.
12 is double.
24.
20.
Sorry. Slash. And it's slashing damage, magic. And if it can bleed, which it can't, then it would bleed. So, yeah.
I believe it can't bleed.
Yeah, the constructs don't bleed.
So that was 24 damage?
Yep. So yeah, I guess whatever, whatever sort of negatives you want to give me for
It is now bloodied.
Oh shit, really?
Yep.
Dude.
Remember we said it was a fairly low power creature compared to a party.
Thinking sort of Pathfinder 1, most of the sort of constructs have got fairly significant DR. 5, 10 and up.
Yep, but Pathfinder 2 does not give DR.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
And constructs generally don't take criticals in Pathfinder Region.
It's death effects, disease, doomed, drain, fatigue, healing, mental, necromancy, non-lethal, paralysis, poison, sick and unconscious.
Yeah, it's an object.
But it is also a construct type. I could look up the type and check, but it's very hard to go through all the different things and make sure you know everything.
Yeah.
Because mental generally comes off mindless.
Yeah.
And construct generally means all the other ones. So by the time you go through and check all these things, it's not much different.
Remember also one of the things that, well, certainly Pathfinder 1 really compared to D&D was a lot of things that were immune to critical, or more specifically immune to precision damage, got eliminated in Pathfinder. So Pathfinder had very few things that a rogue couldn't sneak attack.
Yes. I was surprised that Pathfinder allowed rogues to sneak attack undead, physical undead.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
right, almost anything.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
But it also wasn't a guaranteed precision damage.
Mm.
So you had to get some sort of bonus to do so. 5e allows most of it as long as you've got advantage in some way. Okay, so the Divine Warden swings its battle axe that starts to glow as it swings, humming with holy energy.
Unholy energy?
Holy energy.
Holy energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
This is a
so
good guy.
that makes it a 15 to hit you as it comes swooping by.
It's a critical miss.
Okay.
We've got something in common.
Okay, so it falls forward as it does so, collapsing on top of you.
Yeah, so we're basically hugging each other. Like, get off me, get off me.
It spends its next action clambering up, and then decides to pick the axe up with a swing round to try to clobber the next closest person, being as is.
Okay.
And this time it is a 12 to hit.
You're kidding. That's a critical failure.
And this time it manages to get its horn stuck in the wall beside you, with its momentum having still tripped over Willie in the hole. And its head's currently facing the wall. Which brings us to Zarthrop.
So what's the room that we're in at the moment?
It appears to be a room with a single carved star in the roof, with a flickering fire in it, and it basically seems to be a chamber separating the study, I think it was, from the rest of the complex.
Okay, what sort of volume we're talking?
The volume we're talking about is supposed to be 10 by 10, but hey, it's a small creature. Oh, sorry, it's a medium creature, and I've not really cared about how big the dimensions were.
Okay, exactly. More the idea that because Sandpoint, well, I mean, as a robed apparent follower of Abraxas, because he's got the cloak on at the moment, that was apparently protecting from a lot of the influences of the stars, like the Sahikon that are in the roof. It certainly looks like the party's got this guy under control because he's falling over. I'm looking around the room at any of the markings on the walls and things like that.
Okay.
See if we can work out exactly what names or identification would definitely say, hang on, no, we're not great, we're not tomb robbers. We're here on official Abraxas business.
Give me a religion recall knowledge. Because that is the godly check.
Yeah. In which, specifically, I get a +1 to religion check for a cloak of Abraxas, so I'm giving that counts.
Though he's not Abraxas.
Oh, isn't he?
No.
Total of 20.
Okay, so 20 was the magic number.
Nice.
You recognize the statue as the image of Hag Genti, Demon Lord of Alchemy, Invention and Transformation.
So possibly I went to much from my other studies.
So yes, it'd probably be someone that the gnomes would sort of follow if they wanted to murder everyone.
Mm.
Okay, so it references of material and work they would have actually seen, if not actually used.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yes, okay. It doesn't necessarily tell me much about how to fix this moment, but we'll keep looking.
Okay, so bringing us to Parry.
It'll be talking out loud and say, Demon Lord. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, got it now, yep.
And with 2 critical misses in his combat, he was hilarious.
There's not a lot I can do. So what's 5 feet around me at the moment?
Well, let's say somewhere near you is this statue of the demonic-looking Minotaur. And then you've got Willie nearby with his who's put his foot in it. You've got Zarthrop pondering. You've got as is with his hands glowy with the power of Erasma.
Yeah.
You have the cat sort of looking somewhere else to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did retreat after doing their spell.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I kind of want to get within 5 feet of the statue, but not. I know it's a very small room,
I say there's no problem getting within 5 feet of the statue.
but then other party members around me.
I'm sort of hand waving a lot of the actual positioning because if we did it by the numbers, it would take twice as long.
Fair enough. Yeah, so if I get within 5 feet of it, I want to cast Gale Blast. So if I put Emanation around myself, it makes the fortitude save.
So I'm in the area of effect.
So
Yeah,
does every creature
uh,
within 5 feet of you have to make a?
It is every creature, yes. It's really why I was asking where everything was.
Technically, you could arrange it so only as is Jasper and the statue make the check, or you can set it up so Zarthrop, Willie, and the statue check.
That's okay. I'll just use Frostbite on it. I'll attack it with cold. So make a fortitude save.
Okay, fortitude save it is. It rolls a 21.
It fails. So it takes full damage. 44. 11 points of cold damage.
Any other effects?
No.
Any other actions?
No, not really. I haven't got anything else to do. That's it for me. Actually, I cast shield.
Okay. Glowy shield appears. How does your glowy
Glowy
shield
shield.
appear? What sort of shape does it have? Does it look like someone's butt?
Yeah.
The butt shield?
No. It's just like it's just a sculpture of Harry's pecs. He's like a pecs. Like this big shield of pectoral, like this magical shield of pectoral.
His
muscles.
imagined pecs.
Okay, Asbin. The room is lit up by the sight of Perry's pecs.
Oh. Okay. Being dazed by this, for some strange reason, I expect his shield to be pink as well. I'm actually going to wait, because I'm expecting this thing to go boom, and I want to basically heal the people who have been in the explosion.
Okay. So you
That's
delay.
a problem. That's a problem. I delay and I'm going to be in the explosion.
That brings us to Jasper.
I am going to cast a further spell slow on it, and it needs to make a force saving throw.
Okay, so it gets a 20.
It fails, yes. So failure, target is slowed 1 for a minute. And yeah, if I'm not well hidden, I become even more well hidden as my last action.
Okay, so it is Willie's turn.
Willie takes his foot out of the hole if he can,
He can.
and then he
That's one action.
tries to smack this thing with the full expectation that he's going to put his foot back in the hole.
Some days that's how the dice roll us.
It is a 19,
And 19 misses.
yeah, and 33.
A 33 will be a crit.
What's that? 3, 9, 17, double 34.
34. Okay. Now everyone gets to make a will saving throw.
Oh, Will.
Yay!
Alright. This is going to suck. Sure. Why not?
32 upgraded? It was saving throw,
That's a
right?
nice will saving throw.
Yeah, 32 upgraded.
You're good.
The cover worked.
Well,
The cover worked.
Technically, you take half damage.
Or only half damage?
I looked
And
at the
you-
thing
and
going.
you pass.
With a critical success, it does half damage because it's a divine attack.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Which means if you succeed, you take full damage.
Ooh.
And if you don't succeed,
It gets worse.
oh god.
Oh,
What happens when you card critically fail?
If you card critically
Die.
fail, you can't card critically fail on a saving throw. You just get a really bad fail.
Well, because that's that. Mine was 11 downgraded.
Oh, no.
I think the gnomes.
I don't think I healed you enough.
So,
I didn't do any
Jeremy.
damage to it.
So on an 11 downgraded, it meant you just got a critical fail
Oh, really?
Okay.
because you have to be a critical fail at 11 to for the equivalent of a
card
critical
critical.
fumble to actually get a card if it was an attack. So you still got to get 10 below the target number and a natural one for it to be a really horrible one. So it's just a critical fail for you.
Admittedly, Starfox didn't actually do any damage to it either.
I know, just because this
was quick.
this one's slightly different to the normal one, and it's and
that's
as a
right.
variant, I gave you the standard one. Okay, so Zarthrop got a crit fail. Jasper got a crit success. What did Parry get?
32.
32, so you got a crit success. What did Asbin get?
I got 33 upgraded.
So you got a crit success.
Yep.
What did Willie get?
21.
You got a success.
Woohoo!
Yay, full damage, woo!
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so to put that into perspective, Jasper takes 5 damage.
Yay. Only 5.
And everyone else will be taking 10 damage.
I thought it'd be the worst part, to be honest, but...
I'm assuming that Zarthop's on 20.
Even with Zarthrop, he takes 10 damage.
A failure is 10 and a crit failure is still 10.
Yep. Everyone takes 10 damage who doesn't critically succeed.
Oh,
Okay.
So, did those two a crit success or no?
Crit success took 5 damage, so Parry took 5 damage.
Okay. And then I'm assuming that Asbin also took 5 damage.
Asbin took 5 damage, yes.
Sweet, thanks.
Okay, so Zarthrop, you had the
Normal success.
normal success.
Yep.
Who had the failure that I?
Crit failure was
Was only a crit
Zarthrop.
failure. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so as a crit failure, you are enfeebled 2 and stupefied 2.
Okay.
Damn, it's stupefied.
It is screw you one way, then screw you another way.
They get you coming, then they get you going.
Stupefied and enfeebled. So for people's knowledge, enfeebled, you take a status penalty equal to the value on strength-based rolls and DCs, such as strength-based melee attack rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks.
Stupefied is intelligence, wisdom, and charisma based rolls in DC, including the will saving throw.
Oh shit.
So he has his strength and his intelligence, wisdom, and charisma all affected. And if he tries to cast a spell while stupefied, the spell is disrupted unless he succeeds at a flat check for DC equal to 5 plus the value.
So 7.
Yep, on a flat 20.
Mm.
So he has a...
Well, better 1/3 chance that, yeah.
the spell just goes.
Dude.
How long does it last for?
We'll find out.
Until I tell you otherwise.
Okay.
Okay, so... you have managed to defeat the Divine Warden of Haganti. Leaving you with a door with scorch marks underneath it to go through.
And a blackened gnome.
Oh no, it doesn't leave any physical marks. It's holy damage.
Yeah.
His soul has been scourged.
Okay.
As has everyone else who's not a follower of the Demon Lord of Alchemy.
Is there such a thing as unholy damage? Or
Yes.
is it just
But this actually is refers to everything being divine.
oh.
Divine can also be unholy.
Okay.
Divine just means it's coming from a extra planar being.
Okay. I guess we're going to go through the blackened, scorched door. How do people feel about that?
Sure. Why not?
Must explore, continue. It's fascinating relic of the past times.
What could go wrong? Alright. I guess
Nothing bad would ever happen as you explore and look into rooms you've never seen before.
Exactly. Well, I'll move up to the door and I'll check it for traps.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
10 on the dice, so 22.
Looks as if something must have scorched it with extreme heat because the door is buckled. Even the iron reinforcing the nails coming through it are partially melted. The heat was more what was the intensity of a furnace on the other side.
Is the heat being the other side, not this side?
Partly come through on the floor on this side. You can actually tell that the tiles underneath have actually been cracked with the heat and feel slightly brittle to the touch.
What level of heat would need? Well, actually, how the hell would I know?
Well, they do fire ceramics in heat, but if you ramp the heat up further, it can actually destroy the ceramics.
Anything from the wizard and or the alchemist?
Did you see if it was did you spot any traps and such on it?
No,
Is it hot?
I haven't checked yet. I'm talking more about the heat.
Say that
Is the door hot?
Well, I was checking if a trap still was hot.
Arcana check to see if the heat's manageable.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. And what was Ross doing?
Well, did you just state that this was the demon lord of, was it alchemy, forge, and...
Alchemy, invention, and transformation.
Transformation,
He will transform and roll out, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
And what was that,
There's
Jeremy?
no heat at the moment, is there? Is the door hot?
The door is not hot.
Yeah. So there's no arcane heat to detect. Yes, there has been something go off on the other side. And that's why I'm saying, hey, if you can't find any traps, then it presumably wasn't a trap at the door itself.
And what was Parry's Arcana check?
It was 31.
Looking at it, it doesn't match any Arcana-based magic you know.
Chances are, taking into account the god or demon lord or whatever the hell it was, I'd expect that there's some sort of alchemical explosion on the other side of this door. But hey, let's open up and find out, huh? Get ready. I'm going to open the door. And I'll try to open the door.
Feels a bit stuck. Do you want to do an athletics roll to open it?
I will, but I'll get the staff I've got, and I'll wedge it in there and go and try to wedge it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I'm successful. That's not bad. 33.
Okay, the door explodes away from you because it wasn't in a great shape. It was basically being held together by the fact that the nails had all melted into the really badly done wood. Basically saying that,
You know,
that comes
you
on
might
at
want
night
to keep the door in one piece because we might want to close the door again with the heat on the other side.
And you can see pieces of wood showing in what appears to be a black space.
A black space.
Yeah, everything beyond the pieces of wood is just black.
Okay, that's weird. Using the staff, I will just inside the doorway. I'll scrape it on the ground.
Okay,
See if it's
you seem to be able to dig grooves into the rock.
into the rock.
Mm-hmm.
I pick the staff back up again and go, what the hell's on the end of my staff?
Ash.
So the room effectively looks like it's covered in ash. Or
Everything is covered in blackened soot and ash.
does there appear to be any way out?
Well, you'd have to get in there and find out.
Well, from the doorway.
From the doorway? Okay, I will give you a perception with disadvantage because you can't really see the dimensions.
Because it's all black.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 and a 9, so 21.
21. Okay. Sticking your head out and looking around, you can tell that there seems to be corners that you can't see through. but you can see faint outlines of runes in 2 places on parts of the wall.
Runes.
Yeah.
Alright. Alchemist, wizard.
Are you flashing your wayfinder in there to actually look with light?
I'm assuming that we're running around with light, because otherwise I can't see shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So, yes, the walls might all be blackened and things like that, which makes it hard to judge, but if you've got a light, presumably you can see this open space.
Large open space, as far as
So
you
I
can tell.
point
Yeah.
and say, what are those? What do they mean? Wizard? Alchemist? What do they
So what are you
mean?
pointing at?
Runes
Dark
on...
Fox
Well, I'm
certainly
pointing at the walls.
Looking.
I'm pointing at the walls in 2 different
Yeah.
spots.
So, otherwise the room's empty at the moment?
It does appear to be empty,
Okay.
though you'd have to go in to be sure.
Yeah, well, let's go. Garthop will go and take a look. If there's something on the wall to be of interest, we'll go and have a look.
As you walk in, you seem to be knee deep in ash.
Garthop's knee deep, or Garthop's actually waist deep?
Zarthrop is knee deep.
Knee deep. Okay.
Everyone else would be ankle deep.
Yeah. Uh,
As you
Garthop
walk in, you see
He'll pull a
that
cloth over and put it over his nose and mouth a bit, just to make it a bit easier. Go in. Yep.
as you step in, you notice that there is a passage that leads away from you, which seems to be the source of whatever heat that jarred this place.
Okay.
There are signs that the heat came from that direction, such as some of the wall melting in this direction.
Yeah. And is that passage leading on, like, is that on the way? Or sorry, is that the 2 locations, or at least one of the 2 locations on the wall that Willie was curious about? Is that on the way to look at this open passageway?
It's almost the opposite direction, which you couldn't see until you stepped into the room, because it was
Okay, yeah.
literally round the corner from where you came out.
Yep.
And then you notice
Okay.
as you step through, there's another door that you remember seeing earlier on to the north, that was also around the corner.
Okay. Well, Garthop will be starting to go around the corner then, or whatever, leading down to this passage with where the fire had come out of.
Mhm.
And looks like it came from this way.
And you can see
and he'll be
some.
looking out to see whether there's going to be more coming, ready to jump aside.
It looks as if nothing's happened here for some time. There's no indication of heat. Just indication of whatever was here was scorched earth style.
How far does the passage go down?
It goes beyond your sight, and it's very hard to tell how far it goes because everything's just black.
Yep.
No heat, no light, no discernible edges, because the further away it gets, the more rounded the passage is.
Yeah. So Garthop will. Obviously, that's where the fire had come from, but you'll go and have a check out of the closer of these 2 spots on the wall that seemed of interest.
Okay, give me a perception check, and I'm just going to duck to the bathroom while you roll it, as everyone else can think about how they're going to join.
My dice have joined the party.
How did you do, Jeremy?
It's a 30 upgraded, but I've got to double check. Is this perception based on wisdom? It's taken a 28. I haven't got it in that's to show whether it is or not, so I was just trying to check what the perception gets affected by stupefier.
So I believe it'd be a -2 to the check.
Okay, that'll be 28 upgraded then.
Okay, so you can identify that it is a secret door where the runes that would normally attack people have been damaged by whatever blast came through here. You've seen these runes on some of the other doors and they have attacked, but these runes are pretty much scorched.
Yeah.
All the things that make them work have been broken.
Okay. It's certainly an interesting thought process, so he'll check it more thoroughly to see if there's any active traps still, and then also look to see if it's locked, assuming they can find any traps.
Well, technically the perception check you did on the wall would tell you
Was
if
to
it was
find the
trapped.
traps. I did figure that was the case, but so is it locked?
It is not locked. You can see a lever that will unlock it, even though it's mostly crumbling.
Okay.
That's
He'll
the
look back
edge.
towards Willie and say, "So you want me to open the door? You put it out."
Did point out a door, did I? Okay. Sure.
Okay.
And as he's doing that, I'll sort of walk over.
Okay, so as you open the door, it grinds open, carving away part of the ground as it does.
A bit like they can shoot the door's fairly easy to open, because obviously Zarfop's not feeling very strong right now.
It's not you opening it. You just pull the lever and it
They
opens.
pulled the lever, it's the mechanism. Happy with that?
The walls of this room are adorned with unsettling carvings in an eerie-looking alphabet. Woohoo! You've found more writing that you've never seen before. To the east sits an even more unsettling sight, a 5-foot wide egg or plant bulb carved from dark green stone. Stony tentacles or roots radiate out from the sides of the egg, making it appear to be clinging to the eastern side of the room.
But apparently carved of stone.
Apparently carved of stone. Would you like to give me a religion check, because you've just made one previously and would probably be doing so again?
Yep, happy with that. 16, 26, 24.
24. Okay, so apparently the blow you took was just enough to make you forget what it is you're looking at.
Unless, of course, the Cloak of Abraxas effect applies.
It
With
does.
every 25.
It does not, unfortunately, because this is yet another demon.
Okay.
A third demon.
On my notes here, it did just say a +1 bonus to religion checks, not specifically for Abraxas. But
Well, if it's to religion checks, then you succeed because you missed it by 1.
okay. Right, but okay. You obviously know what the powers of the cloak actually are.
I haven't. I didn't reference it at the start of the session, so I'm going by what you've written down at this stage.
Okay, I just wrote down the fact that it was a +1 item bonus to religion checks and to +1 to ritual castings due to Cloak of Abraxas, who's the demon lord of magic, and the final clause. So I'm guessing it does apply as a general +1 bonus to religion checks.
Let me see. Yeah, so religion checks.
Have that then?
And a
That's
+1
25.
and a +1 item bonus to all skilled checks attempted to aid a ritual by being a secondary caster, which is actually quite useful in this storyline. Okay, so with that bonus, you recognize it, the shrine to the Quipoff Lord Yamosov, what's considered a foul entity in the Abyss, with the writing all being in a form of abyssal.
Okay,
Would
so,
you-
so yeah, so Sarthop's then babbling on, saying, "Wow, this Braxis guy, he consorted with all the different demon lords. Wow, we've got Quipoff here, we had whatever the name was for the other guy that was in the previous room, so, and he's probably looking at the alphabet on the wall stuff as part while he's battling this."
Okay, so if you go, what's everyone else doing while Zarthrop is enthralled in the new writing that he's now discovered?
I just stand. I'm probably standing next to Zarthrop, looking around, going, "Nah."
Perception roll.
Okay.
Was there only one entrance in this area?
There is one entrance into this room, yes.
14.
14. You're looking around at all these disturbing things.
Yeah, going.
Does our cleric of Pharasma enter this demon lord shrine?
No.
Okay, does our cat, worshipper of some foul being, I'm sure, walk into this room?
Getting his feet dusty and ashy.
I mean, I used to live in the sewers, so I don't think I care too much about that.
Hey, the sewers had live things. This is all dead.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
feeling of
I'm
life here
curious,
whatsoever.
'cause I haven't been in like an underground place that's not been like wet and mildewy and has like slimy monsters and stuff like this. So this is interesting. I'm curious cat. And yes, quoting curiosity did kill the cat. Apparently, we'll find out.
Well, he certainly caught curiosity. Certainly caught the pog for the gnome at the moment.
Okay, so I am going to give our cat a perception roll because you're curious.
I got 23.
Okay, looking in, it looks as if the egg actually opens by pulling two of these tentacles. Do you?
If it was me, it'd be a case of, I don't understand the question.
Well, I mean, Jasper does have quite a lot of restraint. My will save itself is my highest score, so I won't pull it.
He has restraint?
What-
This is news.
I want to.
If you want to and you're not sure, why don't you just make a flat check?
A flat check, alright, let's do it.
So if you get below 10, you pull it. If you get above 10, you get to decide if you pull it.
I got 17.
The only thing that would have stopped me, the only thing Zarthop would have done in that situation different would have been, oh, I'll check the traps to see what happens when I pull it first.
I rolled a 17, so yes, I do actually restrain myself. But I do like bat Willie. Like, hey Willie, hey, if you pull on this, it opens that. How cool is that? I want to touch it.
It does? Have a look.
Do you do what the cat suggests?
No.
Okay, so that brings us to Parry.
Character goes, "Yeah." Opening up strange eggs in blackened rooms. Not really.
I'm sure Parry's all about the eggs and opening them.
Yep.
In fact, my character looks at this egg and goes, maybe we should back away slowly, cat.
Oh, is this the burny thing that burnt that thing?
I have
Ooh,
no
that
idea.
makes sense.
I don't
No,
know.
down the corridor.
So I will start moving backwards. Away from the egg.
And what would Parry do?
Examine the egg. Oh, no.
Is everyone really fixated on this egg?
No,
Apparently,
no.
yes.
You start off looking at the runes on the wall.
The runes on the wall. I mean, I'm happy to help this after all. Happy to help with some runes on the wall.
Sure, you go in and start looking at runes.
Wait.
Give me a perception roll.
Perception. 29.
Okay, so you do also notice what the cat was saying, as well as the fact that this is all writing in Abyssal.
Oh, Abyssal.
And there's those, and it looks as if the egg is some sort of container.
Oh.
I actually speak Abyssal. So can I make out any of the what's written?
It is the prayers to Yemasoth, to gain Yemasoth's blessing. So, Zathros spends his time with the help of Parry writing down this this blessing that Willie can recite for you quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
I make it be known. I can actually speak this language. I can read it.
And go ahead, Jeremy.
It's okay. So you follow the teachings of Quipoff, I think it was, wasn't it?
It's a Quipoff known as Yemasoth.
Oh, sorry, yes, that's right, yes. Quipoff is the Pathfinder 2 name for demon, isn't it? That's right.
One of the demon types.
Yeah. So Yamasoth, yes.
It's sort of like calling the general god human, because he looks human.
Yeah.
Yemasoth.
No, but okay. Yeah, as a player, when you said Quipoff, I was thinking that was the name of the demon. So
It is his species.
Yemasoth. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. That's
and so yeah, so yes, you recognise the teachings and readings of Yamasoth.
No, I can just speak the language and read the language.
Ah, that's useful. So what does it say? You said it was a prayer, a blessing.
It's an entreaty for a blessing.
Ah. Do you kind of be scared as we open that egg?
I have no idea because I'm not going to be in the room. But feel free, gnome.
But like I said, I mean.
But it does say there's an offering in the egg.
Apparently, there's an offering in the egg.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Again, and moving out of the room. So as soon as I'm out of the room,
Will
please let me know.
see if you can find any traps on the mechanism.
Have a roll.
If not, we'll. I can find any traps, I'm sure. Total of 11.
Total of
This
11.
time not downgraded.
This time not downgraded.
Well, because it's only 11 because because of the -2. I rolled a 3 on the dice.
Okay, so
So no traps.
you find no traps whatsoever.
Okay. We'll open the egg.
Okay.
Mechanism.
It cracks open with a nice whiff of dead things.
Someone offered this a while ago.
And inside it opens out, showing spikes on either side of it. Much like the old Iron Maidens. And
Okay.
in the middle of it is a skeleton with what appears to be a statuette made of jade in the shape of a
so
serpent.
It's quite large egg.
It is an egg big enough to fit a medium-sized person inside.
Right, okay.
And by the looks of it, it's designed to flay the skin off them.
Yep.
Ah, dude. And the skeleton's holding this jade.
I will
Like sitting in the
attempt
middle
to-
of its skeleton.
Oh.
I'll attempt to carefully relieve the skeleton of its jade burden.
You succeed without anything going wrong.
Cool.
No roll
And
needed.
there was nothing else, no other exits in this room?
Well, you could climb in the egg and shut it, and that would be an exit.
Yeah, but probably wouldn't leave in the room.
You would leave the room, but your buddy would remain behind.
Okay.
As your soul flame.
So in which case then, yep, come back out, and if no one else has looked at the other oddities that Willie noticed on the wall,
Mm-hmm. It appears to be another secret door because it bears the same design.
there you go. Willie want me to open the next one? I'll check the traps on it. Noting that it's probably all melted away. So, 15, 23.
You're sure that whatever it was burnt away like the old one? What could possibly survive such a blast?
Absolutely.
You can actually make some of the stone around the door just crumple by pinching it.
Yep.
Wow.
But I can still recognise the lever again.
You can still recognize the lever again.
Okay. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay. Open the door then.
Okay, this door opens into the biggest room you've seen so far, which is about a 25 by 25 foot room. The walls, floor, and ceiling are caked in a thick layer of dark soot and ash. A 5 foot wide, 2 foot tall slab of redstone stands in the middle of the room, its top etched with the image of a 7-pointed star. Surrounding it stand 5 more slabs of redstone. These red pylons in the central stone are curiously devoid of any ash or soot, and occasionally seem to shimmer with faint, fiery energy. You seem to have found a major artifact of Thassilonian.
But does it appear to be again back in the like a Abraxas style warship?
It does not seem to be worshipping anything in particular.
Okay.
That's 7-pointed stars.
The 7-pointed
Yeah.
star is a symbol of the Thassilonian gods of sin,
Yes.
or virtues,
Yeah,
depending on which area you look at.
And they've been on the ceiling of one of the rooms they've been in so far.
This
So
is
this is actually a 7-pointed star on the ground floor, on the ground.
7-pointed star on the megalith.
Right.
As in, it's a statue, like a massive statue of the 7-pointed star.
Anything else on the walls around then?
Looking around the walls are all scorched. The only things in this room not damaged are that central redstone megalith and the 5 smaller ones around it.
Okay. Southup's going to go in and make a bit of a circuit of the room first of all. He'll be, as he goes along, he'll deliberately aim to try and brush some of the soot off the walls just to see if there's any evidence of markings left behind afterwards. I don't know if anyone else is going to be doing anything while he's doing a circuit.
Okay, as you're doing a circuit, give me a perception roll.
16.
Each of the little and the large red stones, the flickering you can sort of see coming from it are thousands of Thassilonian runes moving through them.
Okay. That certainly grabs attention more than blackened walk or things like that, so he'll go and have a closer look at the megalith and the Thassilonian, the definite Thassilonian runes on it in markings on them. So So I'll do a closer circuit of that, looking more carefully.
Okay, so you make out something almost immediately that it is a huge, massive tick for you. The word Hellstorm Hume.
Hellstorm Hume.
It is what the crackpots believed the old lighthouse was.
Yep.
A massive weapon of destruction used to obliterate enemies trying to attack different domains.
Yep. And our current location, just thinking about where we came from, the graveyard above, with the movements, things like that, we certainly haven't gone as far as reaching the lighthouse, have we?
You have not gone as far as reaching the lighthouse, but you'd assume anyone firing a massive weapon like that wouldn't be standing inside the weapon.
No, that's right. Obviously, it's the control center for the lighthouse, not actually. So, yeah.
Which makes sense because this sort of refers to itself as the Hellstorm Focus.
Yep.
And you believe that the energy source that powered the Hellstorm Fume is still active. 10,000 years after it went boom. Meaning you think that's what scorched the whole corridor outside.
I was about to say, so from Sandpoint, just trying to work out though, based on noticing this and the fact that the scorching apparently came from a passageway down away from the room that we just entered, although he's now just kind of reassessing his mind, thinking, hang on, is it the sort of thing that a searing heat came up the passageway to this point, or whether in fact the searing heat came from this point?
You believe it came to this point, and that that passageway leads directly to the lighthouse.
And yet the secret door that led into the focus room was, whilst badly damaged, was still present, so it would seem odd that it was scorched inside the room if it was all from the same event.
You don't think the scorching inside is the same as the scorching outside?
Right, yeah, that's what I was trying to get there. Would be a reasonable sort of thought process in his head, thinking, okay, yep, this is the focus, this possibly builds up the energy source that would then get directed down that tunnel to the Hellstorm, to the lighthouse, but that somehow there was some sort of reflection back, or someone used that access point to actually send back a blast of storm of some sort.
You can feel actual heat coming off these stones, so if energy courses through them, they may actually radiate enough heat to scorch the room.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, the fact that these could be the power source under normal circumstances, and the scorching.
You think they're just a control mechanism and have some of the power of the whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's sort of like how sometimes you need something with the power of what you want to control it.
Yeah.
So like a mini power source of the main power source.
Yeah. So end result, he's thinking that all the scorching damage in this room and in the next room and down the corridor is would be part of the normal workings of such a powerful artifact.
You think there was a catastrophic failure?
Okay, but yes, it was an internal failure, not something attacking elsewhere.
Yes. So whatever just caused the scorch outside probably made this room react differently.
Yeah. Okay. The Sandpoint's going to be spending potentially hours in here just looking and wandering and looking. So, depending on what others are doing, or would they drag him away, we'll see what happens.
We're not in any rush as far as I'm aware, so happy to let the gnome do his thing, really.
Because we came down here to fetch something, but they also said, hey, find out what's going on. This could be part of it.
Sure.
As well as the, the demon lord and the egg and, who knows what else.
Okay, so Jeremy, give me either an Arcana or Occultism check.
Occultism. Do you want to know which one particularly?
It doesn't matter as long as you use one of them.
Yep. So they're both at plus, well, technically plus 11 at the moment because of the intelligence stage, which gives a 20.
Okay, so you're not able to learn anything about this at this stage from investigations. You may need to come back when you feel a bit better.
Unless, sorry, I just haven't thought. Or it could be a 22 if it was a Thassilonian law check.
Not on this point, but you can use that elsewhere.
How about that? Well, that just means that he's got to spend longer, doesn't it?
But I'm saying you probably spend about an hour or two at this stage with everyone else is doing the can we go now? Can we go now? How about now?
Yeah, are we actually going to stay here, rest up, and get our spells back, or what?
That would require you to stay here for about 10 odd hours, as each person has to get 8 hours rest to recover. It's not like D&D where you can have everyone spread their time over 8 hours, where people get about 4 to 6. In Pathfinder, you have to get 8 hours to get the equivalent of a long rest.
I mean, I'm sure Jasper and Harry, who are both magically inclined, while I'm not as fixated on Thassilonian law as our dear friend, I am willing to help him if it makes it go a bit faster, more hands and all that.
Well, let's have both Jasper and Harry make a check.
Obviously, of course, whatever the jade statue was that was in that egg had probably been either put in the pocket or dropped on the ground without further thought process.
What check are we making for that one?
Either Arcana or Occultism.
I'll do
Jeremy,
occultism.
and Jeremy, did you drop it or put it into a pocket? Your choice. You may have been completely distracted by this and just dropped it.
Technically, he probably had it in his hand when he came out of the demon temple, and said, like, basically, yep, hey, look, there was a jade statue in there. If no one took it off him immediately, he would have popped it in a pocket. So.
Okay, so it's in your pocket.
And I think before we went to the investigate the other secret door.
Uh, 34 for my check. Almost upgraded. I rolled a 19. Almost. So close.
Let me see that. Okay, so you have managed to gain a research point into learning about the Hellstorm focus.
Cool.
At this stage, you don't have enough to actually make sense of everything, but you have started to gather evidence. What about Harry?
I got 32.
So what was Jasper's roll again, just to confirm?
34.
Okay, so I'm going to actually say that was 2 points because that was a critical success. And what was Parry's?
32.
32.
So that will be 1 point because you didn't quite manage to get high enough.
That's okay. I mean, 3 points into research is pretty good though, right?
It is pretty good. Considering
What
you
we
can,
don't know yet is you need about 40 to actually do anything.
well, you can only earn 4 points in this room. So you've managed to get 3/4 of
Almost.
the
Almost everything.
of what you can get. You now will have to combine this with locations elsewhere to make
Yeah.
sense of the information.
I mean, that's pretty good. 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
That's really great.
It only because Garthop was stupefied with the problem.
Well, the DC you had to reach was 24,
Yeah.
which does hurt sometimes when you miss it by 1 or 2.
Yes.
And when that's all due to a curse.
Yeah.
So yes, Sarthrop is literally cursed.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that yet.
Well, that's okay, he doesn't have to wait too long.
Yeah, at least we're going back to Sandpoint, like, that has a church. And people who probably know how to how to fix that.
Okay, so after getting down all these notes, and I think Sarthrop is happy that everyone else has jumped on board.
Absolutely.
The magic types do the magic things, and I'll just make sure I don't get murdered while I do it.
And after spending a couple of hours here, you believe you exhausted what you can note down at this stage. Unless, of course, as is, wishes to spend some of the time examining as well.
Do that.
And
Do we need a roll?
that would have been an arcana or occultism.
Okay. Occultism. That's a 21.
Okay, so much like Zarthrop, you find this place very bewildering. Which is interesting considering Pharasma is one of the gods of Thassilonian. Okay, so you have got what you can.
Do we need to go down the long passageway, which presumably leads to the lighthouse right now?
You
Is there
can,
any other spaces in this complex that we haven't actually explored other than the passage to the lighthouse?
looking at your basic map of the place, assuming you haven't done it wrong since you got touched by a god, you seem to have covered all the spaces.
Okay.
I guess we head back now.
So
But we probably should just check to make sure that does reach the lighthouse.
yeah, go. We might as well check while we're here.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant that like this was a dead end room. Sorry.
No, look, this particular room's a dead end, but it's the main, like the room that we were in just before we entered this one had the 2 secret doors, one of which was the Demon Lord Deboth's temple, one of which was the focus for the Hellstorm, but then there was also the tunnel where the power of the Hellstorm actually, we suspect, leads to the lighthouse.
Oh, right, sorry, I didn't realize the tunnel was off that one. Sorry. That was...
Okay.
So, about 200 feet down the scorched passageway, you can see that the tunnel collapsed, which is probably why the complex survived.
Yep.
And-
Part of that catastrophic power.
And basically, all the rock here is basically fused into what feels like a solid mass.
Jesus.
You sort of feel as if it's got that feeling of solid granite.
Yeah. I'm not certain that anyone's particularly underground aware. I mean, possibly Sarthrop was an archaeologist, might actually be somewhat more than us. Just on a calculation or a thought process of how far away we would be from the lighthouse based upon how far we seem to have travelled.
About halfway.
Right, okay. So when we go and explore the lighthouse, we'll find out if we can find if there's a passage going this way as well, and we'll see exactly how much solid ground we might have to try and pick through if we're going to go this way.
So you do remember you were supposed to return to Father Xanthius with the bones of...
Oh yeah, it was certainly a future project in Xanthius here. So.
The murderous elf.
the morose elf, not the murderous elf.
The bones of the murderous elf.
No, you're going to speak to Father Xanthius and the morose elf
yes,
with the bones of the Azamar.
That's right. And considering he sent us down there for what he thought was going to be maybe half an hour or something like that, and we've now been down for about 3-4 hours or something on the lead. He's probably given for dead already.
Well, I guess we head back. And we do.
On the way back, Zarthop will actually be trying to be more consciously aware of what the distance is, so he can actually do the calculations up level again to see how far we're going, work out what the direction is, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, so actually opened the ritual section of the book for the first time and playing Pathfinder 2.
Yes.
Only took, was it 180 odd sessions?
Yeah.
Yay, only.
Well, hey,
After we get an item that gives plus one bonus to ritual checks.
Well, hey, we haven't actually had to cast rituals because rituals don't start until 2nd level in the base book. And they go all the way up to 8th level in the base book. So rituals really are very powerful spells in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And they normally require more than one person and normally have days as being the casting time.
Oh shit.
And that's what they're the big magic. Very few people have rituals, no players have them yet. So you managed to make it back up without any major problem, and I'm sure a few startled looks as you crawl out of a grave.
I'm sure. Brains.
Was Father Xanthius still there waiting for us?
He was not, but he wasn't far away. He was able to be called over to help. Just making sure I make the correct notes so I remember to impose things later. Okay, so you do see Father Xanthius with Oldrani, the remote elf,
yep.
who is a fairly high level cleric now, at the level 9 to your level 6.
Okay, nice.
And still looks sad and forlorn. But wears blue now, instead of just black.
I'm sure there's a reason.
Apparently your influence has helped.
Okay.
Well, you did have a goblin with fairy wings.
True. Guess not.
And you had people who thought each other were dogs.
True.
Now, how could you say sad at those sort of things? And someone who kept threatening to cut other people's arms off if they broke them again.
Yes.
Fun times. Okay, so giving you about an hour or so to rest with some food. Father Xanthius says they should be ready to start the ritual to summon the spirit of Nulia. Did you wish to participate? He asks.
Julia is the Axamar that we've collected bones from.
Yes, and Parry has and Willie have both interacted with her.
I look at Aziz and sort of go, how does...
Yeah, what is my view on something like this?
They're not bringing them back. They're talking to them and helping them find comfort enough to move on to their next life. So technically, this is right in the ballpark of Erasmus.
Yeah, so I will help.
I won't help, but I'll be there. You know, it's a good thing to do, I guess. So helping somebody to move on to, I don't know. So yeah, I'll be involved. I just won't be involved, if that makes any sense.
I thought was interested in joining in.
I probably feel very uncomfortable while all this stuff's going on.
Okay, so in the graveyard behind the church, because he doesn't want to do this sort of spell inside the church,
Fair enough.
he would rather it be where if the spirit's angry, they don't destroy something worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
Partly why she brought the party along, in case they need some smackdown.
Ah.
And
So we looked at starting in an hour. Do we know how long it's going to take?
she says it will take about an hour to cast.
Okay.
But she says you all sort of look a bit banged up, so she can provide you with some healing first.
Sure.
Okay, so she calls on a Shaba with a sort of probably entrancing dance as she moves around. Sort of does the sway with the wind and with a music only she can hear.
Hey, we've got the time. We can always just jump. Zarthok's happy to do surgery on people.
You're happy to
Do surgery.
do surgery. So, who wishes for Eldrani to do her dance of healing?
But because if it's mental healing, that actually leaves a lot of scarring and problems behind, doesn't it?
As does Needlepoint.
Healing is not without scars.
Yeah, but part of the issue is it's not like people have got stuff in their bodies or things like that. Because healing, if you do magical healing with the arrow still in there, it's more problems and things, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
But I believe none of us have any of that type of damage. I think a lot of it is full damage.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Anyway. Magic will be faster.
I'm happy to accept whatever healing.
Yes. I'm joining in with the dance.
I've got nothing
Yeah.
against her god, so sure.
Okay,
I'm happy as well.
so as she dances, you can see as the moon is currently out, that moonlight seems to shimmer around you and provide most of the healing. By the time she finishes, none of you are showing any, have any hit point loss.
Okay.
All 11 points. Yay!
Though she does say she can't do anything about your curse until after she's finished the ritual, which she says to Zarthrop, Willie, and Parry.
I thank her for the consideration, but I've chosen to keep the curse.
Mm-hmm.
What curse is this one?
The one that is afflicted in them, she says.
I don't believe everyone's got the same curse.
No, different curses.
And sometimes multiple, she says, looking at Willie.
I've got 3. Actually, I've got more than 3. God knows how many I've got.
I'm sure she does, she says. Okay, so she says, as Ashava is the imperial lord of dances, lonely spirits, and moonlight. Okay, so she sets Father Xanthias up to be the secondary caster, doing religion while she concentrates on occultism. Basically, each ritual can have multiple casters. It says exactly how many. Call Spirit has one secondary caster, and it must be using a different skill to the caster.
Ah. Okay.
As you see some rare candles being set up, worth more than some of your items. 50 gold is worth a lot more of your
Yes.
Gold.
Expensive material components.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean they don't want any more assistance? Any more secondary casters?
Well, they can
It
only
requires one, but
they
they have more taking.
this one can only take one.
Can they take one?
Yep, but she's got you, the rest of you, around to assist in dealing with the spirit when it arrives.
Assuming it loses its shit and starts some trouble, we can deal with it, hopefully.
Or question, soothe, placate, because some of you have actually interacted with her in life. Helped also bring along her death. But hey, can't be perfect. Okay, so about 10 minutes into the hour-long ritual, Acolyte comes running towards the group, saying that news of what you're doing has spread and a mob has started to form and is heading your way. As you can see, Father Xanthias and Eldrani are caught up in the ritual, and
Stopping now would be a bad thing.
stopping now would waste their efforts.
Yep.
So, hang on, why is the mob coming after us? What's wrong with calling on the dead to help?
You're in a graveyard and you're doing magic that's considered necromancy, and all necromancy is evil as far as the populace is concerned.
Well, particularly also with the fact that they're doing a ritual in a graveyard in a town that has had a bit of problems with undead coming up out of the graveyard recently. I've got no idea what the mob worried about.
Well, I mean, the point of doing this ritual is to try and stop said monsters coming out and harming the people, right?
No. Priest of Pharasma, would you like to chat to them about how righteous this action may or may not be?
What was that?
So it's a bit hard to hear you from over there. I'm not sure if
Sorry.
we might pick you up.
Sorry.
I'm saying the priest of Pharasma might be the one that best suited to talk to the
Yes.
rebel about interacting with the dead.
Oh, right.
Yes,
As you mentioned, Captain, both of us missed it.
Good hearing. Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
What was the main reason why we had to speak with them?
The reason is they wanted to try to calm her spirit and help her move on from this life.
Move on.
Because, hey, she was an angry little girl who turned into an angry young woman who then turned to Lamastu and then murdered part of the town.
Yeah. And the
Other than that,
priest,
She burnt down the previous temple, which is why the cathedral was built, with the previous father still inside the temple who had abused her.
Yep.
So she had good reasons for what she did, just that you would hope it wouldn't have gone to then leading goblins to ransack the town and killing the current priest who then got resurrected by Ruby One Kenobi.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing. A good thing.
Okay, so does this mean you're going to go deal with the rabble?
Yep.
Okay, who's going with Asbin to deal with the rabble?
I will.
Who else is Spartacus going?
Parry will follow suit.
We should probably leave.
Well, Zarfok's staying with the ritual because that's
Yeah.
an interesting thing.
I was going to say, Jasper would love to stay with the ritual as well, because this is interesting. Ooh,
Yeah,
different types of magic.
it's not a bad idea to make sure there's people here to
Protect in case
Yeah,
they
in
come
case.
from a different direction.
Exactly.
Okay, so the three of you head out to the front of the cathedral where you see about 24 locals gathering. They carry torches and lanterns. None of them seem to actually have weapons. And as you approach, you hear voices calling out, demanding to speak with Abastar and voicing concern about taunting the dead or toying with evil spirits. Loudest amongst them is a young man hammering at the door with his fist, which Doozer would recognize if he was here.
If he was here.
The spirit of Juza whispers into your ear.
This guy's a
Hey.
Get the Sandpoint devil! Get the Sandpoint devil!
Oh, yeah. You're in Sandpoint, do the thing.
For your extended warranty.
I'm here to talk about the Sandpoint devil.
So I'm
Have
supporting.
you heard
Aziz.
about our bane of
Has been.
existence, the Sandpoint devil?
And so, what does Asbin say to the crowd? How is he going to talk to the crowd?
I basically stating the truth of what we're doing. So we are getting basically putting her to rest so she can move on. We do not want a evil spirit to linger here, so we are setting her to rest permanently, to bother us no more. If you continue with this interference, a worse result may occur, which may lead to unforeseen circumstances. So please, go back to your homes.
Okay, so you have just started off with a diplomacy check for make an impression.
Sorry, and reason skill. That's a 25.
That's a 25. Followed up by a threat with intimidation.
Okay.
Is anyone providing vocal assistance to these checks?
That's a 23 for the intimidation.
Sorry, who is what?
Okay. Willie might be showing off and saying, hey, he's providing the muscle behind the speech.
So basically, we've just had Asbin doing a diplomacy make an impression, and followed up by a threat with intimidate. Are you providing any assistance with those?
As Ross has done previously, I will loom in the background.
Okay, so I will give you also an intimidation check to add to the threat.
Jesus just gone with the carrot and stick, or the idea that the ranger's approach. You get further with the kind word than the 2v4 than the kind word alone.
Oh, I'm happy to just, however the Priest of Pharasma wants to run it, I'm happy to support. That's not too bad. 25.
25. Okay, you provide quite a good aid to the check. So just so you know, there were 5 different approaches you could take, and Asbin chose 2 of the 5.
Unfortunately, he chose the 2 with the worst effects when they fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think the worst effect is Charisma is willing to judge you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeremy, with you there, you also need to make a check of some kind. How are you aiding with Asvin's check?
No, Sandpoint said we should.
Oh no, Zarthrop said it was Parry, was it?
Parry, yeah.
So how does Parry help?
Great. He starts flexing.
Yeah. He's in the
I was
background.
about to cast him like ominous lighting behind him.
I said
Harry can be very
football.
helpful on the diplomacy side of that.
Absolutely not.
So how does Parry help?
All he does.
Again, I'll just stand behind, try and look as buff as I can, arms crossed, stern look.
Okay, you also get to make an intimidation check to see how you assist.
Intimidation check. Okay. 22.
Okay, so just so you know, the 5 different suggestions was appeal, trying to bring a sense of shame by acting uncivilized, and basically trying to cause a disruption in town, which was the society check. There was the one where you're trying to keep everyone safe and do the best and stop things if they look like they're going out of hand, which was the diplomacy check.
Mm-hmm.
There was the tell them it's not happening tonight, or some other sort of lie, which was misdirection using deception. There was the threat of violence and doing and basically that they may actually cause and make things worse, which was the intimidation check. And then there was casting any sort of spell or pulling weapons and attacking, which would have literally reduced your reputation amongst a lot of people, including if you managed to kill someone again accidentally in town, like Parry has in the past, reduce it by a fair bit.
Mm.
So, of all that you did, you had a success with the diplomacy and a triple success with the threats. So you managed to disperse the crowd as they suddenly skulk away, with one of them raising his fist in your general direction in some sort of obscene gesture. And being hit in the side of the head by something that looks soft but completely knocks him out. Followed up by 2 Hell Knights walking over to him and dragging him away by the feet.
I was gonna rent a hate to him, but never mind.
They're not worried about the reputation.
Yeah,
Well, what they are worried about the
Just
reputation.
securing
You know,
the
reputation to maintain.
Well, hey, throwing gestures at the second in command is not taken kindly by Hell Knights.
my character didn't even consider that. I'm just like, they've knocked this guy out, they're taking him away. I don't know why.
But hey,
Ice Ages.
Yeah, exactly.
but they wear their armor and they've identified who they are.
Mm.
They just don't tell him what he's accused of. Okay, so by the time you return to the ritual, they're definitely deep into the casting. You can see motes of light swirling around, showing the starting to see spectral forms, skeletal shapes, dancing spirits, until it it finishes with a burst of light. Okay, so each of you can choose to assist at this part of the ritual with an Arcana or Occultism check, or an Intimidation check, or a Performance check. or a religion check?
Where was it for Arcana?
If we can actually still use Arcana in the sense that it was religion and occultism.
So this is an additional assistance, not actually casting the spell. It's stopping the spirits not being called coming.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of unrest, unhappy spirits in the graves here.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them having been killed by things like exploding barrels, a axe to the neck, and things like that.
Yes.
What about undead law?
No, because that will tell you stuff and it will not help at all.
It can be used to warn the fact that, hey, there might be problems with the ritual because we're doing it in a full unrest undead. Well, yeah, I should say.
But unfortunately, calling on spirits has called more spirits than they wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I guess I'll assist with intimidation. My intimidation is basically threats of, Pharasma. You spirits aren't supposed to be here. You'll be judged harshly, etc.
If you come here, spirits will call the Ghostbusters on your ass.
That's it. Who are you going to call?
I will give you a +2 to your intimidate check by calling on the power of Pharasma.
I'm tending to do that a lot. Yeah, I tend to do that a lot.
Hey, at least you're not calling on Demon Lord Hank.
I don't even realise he's some sort of divine being. He's just some dude who turns up every now and again, and his cat's following me around. What's that? Pretty average. 23.
It is a success.
Ching.
So, who would like to go next?
I'm happy to do an Arcana check, Martin.
Okay, so you're helping to shore up the magic, whereas we had Willie frighten the spirits back into the ground.
I'll make a Coldness check after parry.
Six.
36. Okay,
Jesus.
so with your amazing show of magic, you add 2 victory points to the 1 victory point that Willie did to help shore up the magic. As you can see, the strength of it start to grow. What about Jasper?
30 on my occultism check.
Okay, you also add 2 victory points to the check.
Jesus.
Adding to the strength of its power. What is Aziz doing?
I'm going to be doing religion.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know if they can actually sense I'm a ghost hunter.
You see
But I am
dead
a
things.
Yeah, I see dead.
Yeah, I'm a psycho, so they're actually aware that I can actually speak to them as well. Yeah. Yes. So I'll basically be doing prayers to Pharasma.
They will give you a +2 to your religion check.
Yep.
By the power of Pharasma.
This is 27 plus 2.
Okay, on a 27, you add 1 victory point to the check. With the power of Pharasma, you push it back against the spirits with prayer. How is Zathrop helping?
Dramatically giggling.
Stirring potions.
Well, you could even do a performance check. Do we still have it, Jeremy? He's on mute at the moment.
Yeah, he's muted.
Apologies. I was saying the fact that whether or not he can actually do a Arcana and or occultism because it's already been done, or is it one of each skill?
You can choose. You're free
Okay.
to do whichever one you prefer. Noting you still have the -2 to your
Absolutely, yeah.
checks.
So, but he's +1 for his cloak. So, okay, well he'll go with the occultism, working on the idea. Oh, from the academic sense of the mysticism involved. Oh, okay, yes, that was there. Yep. And obviously the curse is affecting him badly. He's 11, 15, 16.
16. Okay, so you participate.
Good. Here again, more the academic sense. Okay.
Okay, so with the combined effort of the party, you managed to hold back the spirits long enough for Aldrani and Abastar to complete the ritual and call Nula's spirit into the courtyard. Her presence overwhelms the shadows and banishes them from this world. You see Nula's spirit rise up with a mournful cry. She appears as a ghostly version of how she appeared in life. An Azamir woman with long hair, wearing a breastplate that leaves her scarred abdomen, stomach exposed, her left hand a demonic claw, and her eyes glowing with white light. Her entire ghostly form sheds a pulsing blue-green glow, an amplification of the moonlight in which she has been called. As you see Aldrani and Avastar in a trance, swaying as they hold her spirit here. You see Nula look at Willie and Parry and says, "I remember you. Why did you call upon me? You hated me. You all hated me."
I thought the priest was going to talk to her.
He seems to be caught up in the ritual. Aldani did say she needed your help. She didn't explain everything to you.
No.
She didn't do that, and people that knew her, and the spirit to be happy to talk to, or at least yell out loud.
So what do you say?
You got anything to say, Parry?
So what did she say again? Sorry.
I remember you. Why did you call upon me? You hated me. You all hated me.
She remembers us.
Well, you two in particular attacked her group and killed some of them. Especially Parry. Parry was quite murderous. Yes,
Murderous?
yeah, Parry's the one who killed one of the Pathfinder spies in her group.
I remember.
Oh, we're going that far back.
Long time ago.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh.
Prior to most of the party members being alive, or being involved.
Just so you know, it is back to Thistletop and that captured group. She was the leader of that captured group.
Yeah. So have you got anything to say to her, Parry?
Oh my.
Just so you know, her official title at this stage is Embittered Soul in Limbo.
Oh. Harry will take ownership of his mistakes in Thistletop, not understanding that what was going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what we were talking to the spirit for again.
You're trying to help her find peace and move on from this world.
Yes.
While she's an embittered soul in limbo, she cannot move on, and she'll continue to haunt the town.
Gotcha. So we have to calm them down. Okay.
And you have 10 rounds to do it in.
Oh,
Well, 10 actions, yeah, or 10 rounds to do it in.
10 rounds? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Parry will basically sincerely apologize for his actions in Thistletop. That's so far back I'm struggling to remember.
I know. I can remember quite well.
To be that long for her.
No.
She remembers as if it was only yesterday.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that happens when you become a spirit.
And you focus on why you died.
So, I'm trying to remember just as a player from that time.
She managed to get away a couple of times until you guys managed to defeat her.
Yeah, so because they attacked us, they were part of the people who were rallying the goblins,
So-
and that there was a Pathfinder spy in there that we also murdered, right?
Yep, so all the way back at 2nd level.
Yeah.
Yes.
So about session 25, I think.
Yes. Yeah, because it was like the goblin hordes, and
Yep.
then like the demon got released from Thistletop, and that's kind of really all I remember. And I remember Horse, or Jerky as his
Jerky
aptly
the
named.
That is part of that story.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and we were with Philly and
So, have you got anything else you want to say, Parry?
No, okay. So, yeah, I completely forgot that was the case. So we need to let this spirit move on.
you hear Doozer in the background. Maybe you shouldn't have summoned a demon.
Not like half the party hasn't done so.
Yeah.
Demon Lord Hang.
Yeah, I've never summoned a demon.
The cats.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. But I don't realise that they're demons. Or extra-planar creatures, at least.
And then we had someone who constantly used demon names until they came.
Yes. Guess I've been avoiding that, kind of.
Okay,
so you don't have anything else to say to this this ghost.
Well,
You're apologizing for what you've done.
okay. Now know that I had context back then, but it's like I will apologize for saying I am sorry that you feel that way, but no one here is hating.
Put it upon yourself, you stupid bitch.
Okay, so give me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy check.
I've got different DCs depending on what skill you're doing and what you're saying. Because you're currently in a influence encounter.
Yep. 28.
At 28. Okay, so at 28 is just a success, so you've gained 1 influence. Well, he's got a range of 10, so anything within that 10 is just a success. Because only one person can speak each round.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're talking over each other.
Yes.
Does Parry wish to continue in the following round? Because she does say her response is the apology of a few means nothing when all of Sandpoint hated her, considering she's buried in a place she believes hates her.
Parry's happy to continue. Parry will try and get an understanding and ask the spirit, why do you believe that everyone in Sandpoint hated you?
Okay, so
Like basically trying to build rapport with the spirit.
I'm going to give you another diplomacy check.
Yeah. 29.
Okay, so in which case she will end up being a critical success, gaining 2 influence, as she says that from the as long as she can remember, she was attacked, ridiculed, things thrown at her, physically attacked by members of the town and clergy until she ran
It was
away.
all done with love, though.
She was beaten for being the child of an angel. Because
How long ago?
Yeah, but this is
it,
my character going.
so you met the party, so not long. As in,
Still a few
not
years.
long dead.
well, she went through more than 10 years of abuse.
And yeah, she died about 2 years ago on the idea that we get a level in 6 months.
Yep. And she probably spent about 5 years away from town. So we're looking at 7 years since she lived in town. When she murdered the priest on leaving. She also talks about being bitter and accusatory, and warns that she, as with Chopper before her, were but an early dooms that came to Sandpoint. The worst is yet to come, and when Sandpoint burns, everyone will finally feel the pain she felt during her final years of life. Saying there are 7 dooms in Sandpoint's future. Hence the story, 7 Dooms at Sandpoint.
Foreshadowing.
Okay, round 3.
Again, trying to build rapport with the spirit. Reaching out. Like, I understand you've been through a lot of emotional, mental, physical pain. You've mentioned that you are like the daughter of an angel. And then I was trying to question, like, aren't angels also meant to be protectors and light bearers and forgiving to people who do wrong?
Okay, I'm going to give you a religion roll. Religion roll, because she does also point out with the fact that many devils are fallen angels
Yep, okay.
when they have been treated badly or beaten and tortured.
They can even become demons.
31.
Okay, with a 31, the religion roll did not increase because of certain things you said. So you actually got another critical success, bringing you up to 5.
Oh.
Meaning you're now up to round 4.
No, my character's there going, patting him on the back, going,
Hey, he is the buffest wizard known to man for a reason.
go Parry. You're doing a great job, man.
You seem to be getting through to her.
Very.
To help remind you of things you do know about her, you do know that the priest that she burnt down was named Ezkian Tobin, and the priest she murdered with the arrow was Father Xantius.
Yes.
So she does have a hatred of clerics
Yes.
because it was clerics who abused her the worst.
Yeah. But it was only really one
Currently poorly
specific
done,
cleric,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yes, but one was bad enough
Oh, yeah.
because he was also her guardian.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So basically, don't mention clerics.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet then.
I was gonna say, Jasper feels empathy towards this person for, you know, the wrongs that she has been through, and the fact that, like, from what I've heard so far, like, you know, people and that have sort of failed her in life, and maybe we could educate. If we know more of her story, we could potentially stop this happening in the future.
Okay, so I'm going to say that's a religion roll done by Jasper.
They're all done by Jasper. Where's my religion? Somewhere in there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Uh, 17.
17 with your religion roll. That round, you don't manage to gain a influence point, but she does sort of listen to you, though does scorn you about how horrible this place is. Why do they deserve to live?
My problem is I can absolutely
I
understand
think I
where
brought
she's
back
coming
and I
from.
didn't.
Okay, so you're up to round number 6, I believe. Or no, it's round number 5.
Round 5, where we're
Round-
even with points.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately rolled low on my religion roll. My lucky dice was not lucky on that roll.
Would have been worse. You could have rolled a critical fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Going back on what I'm trying to get at with the spirit is that, and I try and mention things like fate, not so much religion, trying to steer away from cleric and stuff, and fate being a very fickle thing, and yes, we understand why is it that others live but certain people die, and we can completely understand why you would believe it's unfair.
Okay, she also responds to that with the talk of how Lamastu will take all those that others reject and treat them better than they've ever been treated in their life. How is she evil for that? So you get to make a religion roll again.
Religion roll.
Lamastu has helped many party members achieve what they wanted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if it did, split the party a couple of times.
20.
What god did she worship?
Lamastu.
Lamastu.
Understood.
So what was the result there, Josh?
27.
Okay, so you gain 1 point of influence with her with your arguments as we move into 6 influence with round 6.
Can you remind me what sphere Lamasu is?
Lamastu is the
Madness.
goddess of madness, monsters, and I can't remember all the rest of it.
She's the mother of monsters. So
Yeah, she was the
evil.
one where she
Yeah, her spheres are evil, madness.
she made these wolves appear as hellhounds, and the party attacked them. I think Jews are included.
So she's the goddess of aberrance, monsters, and nightmares. And basically, mainly followed by gnolls, goblins, monsters, and outcasts. So exactly what she was.
Yeah. I'm just really tempted to say, you're not worthy to judge them, for they will be judged by Pharasma.
Would you like to throw that in?
Don't.
I don't know. That's a problem. It may be a good thing, or it might just totally blow up, and we'd have to do some Ghostbusting.
Well, busting makes me feel good.
What the hell? I am actually a devout yeah, I will say that.
So you do say that? Okay, so round 6 is the spouting of Pharasma and the statements of everything. Give me a religion roll, Ross.
It's a 31 upgrade.
31
Probably
upgraded.
the better it is, the worse it is for us, probably.
Okay, so it does come out as a critical success. Though she is rather angered at that, meaning you are now at 8 influence. No, we're at 5, so she'd be at 7 influence. I mean, did we get 6 last time?
I thought we were
No,
fine.
Yeah, so you're at seven influence with it. She does show her anger and sarcasm at the foul cleric in her presence, who lies that all are treated equally by the gods, for that is not the case. She also, at the end of her rant, her expression softens with sorrow, beginning to replace a lot of her anger. She now mourns what she has done to the party and the people of Sandpoint, claiming that they all did her a favour by killing her before the 7 true dooms finish what was begun so long ago. Furthermore, she points out that even if she is forgiven, she can't forgive those who forced her down her path, those who taunted and tormented her while she lived, doomed their children more than anything she could have done. So you're now at, I believe, round 7 with 7 influence.
It's pretty good.
Um,
What's around?
Harry again will go emotional and say, it's a good sign that she is sorrowed by her actions and stuff. And hopefully this will steer her away from Lamastu, who is there to cause fear through aberrations and monsters. Basically saying that she she needs to steer away and be a part of the solution and not the problem, thinking logically.
Okay, so your points give you another religion roll.
Original, yep, that's fine. Correct.
30. Okay, so you end up with 9 influence, because that was another critical success.
Way.
Just so you know, if you had tried to talk about the good points of Sandpoint and how it's not irredeemable, that would have been a society check.
Yeah.
Anything relating to religion and saving her soul was religion. Then you had other things falling under diplomacy, deception, and intimidation. So the first one I mentioned was the easiest check. The last one I mentioned was the hardest check. Any mention of Father Xanthius was an immediate fail, critical fail. And then afterwards, all your checks was increased.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I completely forgot the name of that priest.
As well, Escobar and Tobin also had the same problem because she hated both of them, and you would have gotten an increase on both. Even though Father Xanthius had nothing to do with her. He arrived after she left. Hey, buddy. Okay, so with your final success there, sadness replaces all of her anger. She observes that forgiveness from those who never wronged her directly is a bitter salve, and invites the group to seek her out in the land of the dead once the pit disgorges its 7 dooms upon them all. Then perhaps she'll be ready to consider forgiving those who ruined her life. For they'll have the wisdom of the far side of the grave at last. Regardless of how much time remains with the ritual, Mueller's sadness becomes overwhelming and she begins to fade away, returning to the boneyard. As she goes, she offers one final warning. Not all who have plagued Sandpoint lie still, and new enemies work in the shadows. I do not wish these 7 dooms upon Sandpoint, but one does, and that one hearkens on red wings. Unless you can delve the pit in time, you will not escape his fires. And at that point she fades, gaining the party a reputation point with Sandpoint Cathedral for your aid.
So does that mean the next time I die I can actually go and see her?
Potentially. But after you see her, you won't remember talking to her.
Yeah, that's...
So you get 1 point for participating in the ritual and 1 point for helping her find some peace. And if I could spell properly, that would also help. Okay, so once the spirit departs, Abistar and Norlia come back to their senses and take some time to discuss what happened with you. And you have completed Chapter 1, Bone and Ashes of the 7 Dooms of Sandpoint. And gained a
Which
level.
unfortunately doesn't count as the first doom, I'm guessing.
It does not count as the first Doom. Not of the 7 Dooms, but she was one of the Dooms beforehand.
Yeah.
Basically, by picking on a Azamar and making her fall from grace, they basically doomed themselves. And she brought the second. She brought one of the dooms by attacking and taking out the priest. So, the destruction of the temple, attacking the priest of the cathedral and killing him, and then you're about to lead into 7 more. So, you will have characters will have some downtime and then level up. And next session will be level 7.
Oh, yay!
Way.
And at this stage, Zarthop remains cursed.
He remains cursed until 1 day had passed and then the curse lifts. And now I also get to look up to see who becomes a ghoul.
No, I don't want to be a ghoul.
Because we had a couple of people contract ghoul fever.
Didn't we tell the priest here that though?
No.
Oh.
Well, no one knew they'd attracted ghoul fever at the time.
And I believe I can't use my Curse of Affliction until it actually surfaces, correct?
That is generally correct. Okay, so ghoul fever. So it.
I replaced mine with Gold Fever.
So when Zarthrop's curse lifts, it's the same time everyone else's ghoul fever kicks in because they failed the save. And we'd probably go through the different stages for them because the first stage, no effect. It's just the character that they've just affected by it. And then the following day, they get to make another saving throw, which would be a fortitude saving throw for each of them. So that would be for Parry and Willie. So would you like to do your saving throw?
So we haven't shown any
No signs?
symptoms?
You don't show signs until you get further.
Okay.
You're just getting a bit of a taste for raw meat and preferably brains.
Brains.
Harry got 26.
Parry got 26.
Fortitude, was it?
Fortitude saving throw, yes.
Oh. I can't math. 33.
Okay.
19 on the dice.
33 means that that was definitely a success. So you all would have dropped out without actually getting anything. And what was yours, Josh?
I believe it was 26.
26. And at 26, that was
What are you doing, cutie?
also considered a critical success. So both of you show no signs. You failed the first check, got infected, and then managed to fight it off without even noticing you were afflicted.
I'll go with that.
Which is why I didn't make any statement of what it was, because there's a good chance you wouldn't have noticed. So when you got to stage 2, you would have taken 2d6 negative damage and regained half as many hit points from all healing. Which was then you knew that you were actually afflicted by something. Then at stage 3, the same thing happened again. At stage 4, you got 2d6 negative damage and cannot benefit from healing.
Oh shit.
At stage 5, you take more damage. At stage 6, you die and rise as a ghoul.
Way.
But the DC for you was 15, because it was just a basic ghoul. So the chance of you actually failing was low. But it was nice to have this threat in the background.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was low. It was at least a 33% chance to parry.
Yes, but the moment you made enough failures, you would have gotten...
Medical help.
yeah.
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 Zarthrop with his elixirs and stuff.
Well, as
Anti-plague or whatever.
as being.
So, just so you know, the you may end up coming back to Sandpoint for your next level to investigate further and find out what you can about stuff, including the Hellfire Plume, after consulting with Magnuma and the Lodge. And I'm sure that Zarthrop would be happy to find that that's going to be part of his ongoing task to investigate it further over time.
You mean task?
I know it's something you want to do, but this would be the Pathfinders actually paying to make sure that you still do it.
Well, they'll get money for it, yeah, okay. Because obviously, what it's really doing is the Pathfinder's paying him for his expertise and knowledge.
But hey, I actually did like how this story was written, and it gives a whole lot of kickbacks to other stories. Especially bringing out Nulia
Yeah.
and saying that what she did was the groundwork for it. Though this was actually set, the original story is set 20 years after those events.
But yeah, you're talking to somebody who you had a direct hand in killing, and you're trying to
Redeem them.
well, yeah, it's like because when we first started, Willie was exceptionally cavalier about the murdering of people,
And finding out her sub-story is enough to say, actually, she probably had a reason for doing all that crap she did.
Absolutely.
And turning to the mother of monsters,
Completely reasonable.
completely reasonable. You've had party members also turn to her completely reasonably.
Yeah.
Corda would probably say she deserves what she gets if he was around.
Absolutely.
Having had one of his party members turn into an abomination like her.
And break his magic sword on the back. His heirloom magic sword.
So Did you guys want to add anything else before I end the recording?
No, I'm excited for new spells, but that's about it.
Okay, so I'll put it on end credits and chat to you.